Here we go. Welcome back to Solo Leveling Anime Review Episode 13. Not 13, 6. We're reviewing episodes 13 to 15 of the series, which are the first 3 episodes of Season 2 of the show. Unlike Season 1, this one's 13 episodes compared to the first season. We're discussing the first 3. First 2 is a two-parter, where Gojo basically, or Jinwa basically, is waking up from bed, and he has to be his sister's teacher. And he arrives wearing basically a button-up shirt, and his sister's like, "Wow, what are you wearing?" And then, of course, basically, everyone's like, "Ooh, who's that hottie?" With basically her. And they apparently don't know the fact that's actually her brother. And, of course, basically, kind of pulls her cheek. They talk basically about her for a while, and after everything is all done. Then, of course, basically, the viewers kind of figure this out, too, from the late season of the show, that the hunter, who was a high schooler, is somebody who knows his sister. And he kind of based the compass her on basically a C rank dungeon as a training exercise. And the leader of the team is an A-rank adventurer voiced by, of all people, Patrick Stoltz. You're thinking, wait, the guy who voices Frankie and Dio Brando? Yeah, same guy. And now the 27th series of Herdiman. Yep, 27th. Last series I heard of it was Ferris One Hero's Quest. Yep, so the whole team goes in. The eight, basically about 10 of them. And then, of course, as soon as they get there, as soon as they step inside, the gate turns red because it's a dangerous gate. And, of course, it gets sealed. And then, of course, the brother of the guy who Jinwa killed last season, he shows up. And, of course, Savage, his character, shows up too because of his men in there. And then instantly, of course, apparently when the gate is sealed, instead of the tunnel they were in, they basically end up in the middle of like this winter forest, where one of the people there is killed by basically an ice elf with an ice arrow, and he's able to basically protect them. And of course, but the group's basically Stoltz's character, who is a tank, he takes his group of people off one direction, and everyone goes the other. And Jinwa basically encounters ice bears, which he proceeds to have his shuttle troops proceed to eliminate them all in this massive brawl. I love the music for this. And of course they have music for this later on where he battles the leader of this pack, basically Irisdit, and of course he wins. And it's an absolute fantastic sequence. Like, oh my gosh, wow. This is so awesome. I love the music for this. And then Stoltz's character, oh crap, his group is eliminated by the Ice Elves, except for him. And then the Ice Elves proceed to attack, of course, Jinwa's group, and of course Jinwa's soldiers, eliminate all the Ice Warriors, except for the leader, which of course he battles, and then of course basically beats him. During the course of Stoltz's character is he's so angry, and then he gets killed by one of the Shadow Troops, so he becomes the Shadow Troop known only as Iron. Yes, which makes him the first human he's killed and become basically a Shadow Monster. And they eliminate the leader of the elves. They try to survive one of the soldiers, but it doesn't work. So then they leave. And of course, then after this, basically where they apparently, while they're in this dungeon, of course, apparently Justin Brenner's character can figure out the fact, but his name is Yo, where apparently he didn't know the fact leveled up so much he could count his own troops. So it's like, man, I would like to get some minerals. Like, oh, here we go. Get the minerals, complete 19 quests, and then he presents his presentation with his father that he has completed the 20 C-rank dungeons, and, well, wants to run the guild, be guild master, file application, of course. Father accepts no problem. And, of course, make one condition. Recruit Jinwa, because he's powerful. Meanwhile, though, he decides to say, he's going on a trip. So he proceeds to go back to the dungeon he went to last season to retrieve the elixir of life to revive his mother. Where he gets inside the Demon Lord's castle, which is this giant tower. And apparently, every floor is basically a whole city. Like, wow. Also, quest here. Kill 10,000 demons and retrieve their souls, which of course he does. While battling a bunch of people, and of course by When he reaches like floor 75, he received 2 items to make a power up, and he's also received 2 of the 3 items to make the elixir. But he has to leave because he's out of rations. Maybe he can have a save point, come back to it later, who knows. But otherwise, a great 3 episodes. Loved it. Also, Chiwa basically, as mentioned, started the show where they found out last season, where her group basically went to the island that was seen back in the pilot episode with the whole wing stuff. And of course, they have to keep under wraps because they don't think they know what to do with it. But great, though, the fact to follow up with it. We later see her after this where it's a flashback, where she is swimming in a one-piece swimsuit in a swimming pool. And the girl's like, oh, and the fact that she's so perfect, so pretty. Well, no, not that she's pretty, and she's voiced by a great voice actress, Michelle Rodgers. Yeah, great time here with this one. And I have roughly 10 more episodes left to go for the whole, well, that's released for the series right now. And then I'll be done. But before I get back to the episodes, I gotta watch 2 brand new anime. One, of course, is basically the next episode by Stay Says obviously oversees the hero. And the other one's sort of a brand new series, which would be the 50th series review this year alone. What series is it? You'll find out soon. So please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications. Next video. Bye.